Morning world, it's 8:30 in the morning on Sunday the 29th of April 2018. I've been absent for a few weeks dealing with other personal stuff. Back now, videos and emails will be caught up with in the next 48 hours. It's the moon has just moved into Scorpio. It's full moon in Scorpio tomorrow morning, about 1 a.m, 2 a.m, something like that, in the next 16 hours. We've got a Mars-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn ongoing, sextiling Jupiter in Scorpio. There's a lot of plutonic energy around at the moment. Mars is about one's physical energy. It's the way one is down the gym, in the bedroom, digging the garden and walking the dog. Pluto is about the way one deals with subversive and underhand energy, but also transforms that energy into positive. Mars, on the negative side, is about aggression, warfare, violence, bravery, aggression, warfare, violence, and the way one deals with attacks upon one's nature. At a neutral level, it is one's capacity for being projective and assertive, as opposed to being confrontational and aggressive. And at the positive side, it deals with heroism, bravery, and courage. Pluto on the negative side deals with obsession, compulsion, intensity and extremes, crises and trauma. And on the neutral level, it deals with purging, detoxing, cleansing, purifying, eliminating and bringing things to the surface. On the positive side, Pluto is the caterpillar turning into the butterfly, the snake shedding its skin, transformation, regeneration and rebirth. Mars conjunct Pluto is a fearsome aspect, but this one seems to be good. When you have Mars-Pluto together, normally it brings up a lot of deep-rooted primal urges. And ask any Capricorn or Cancer who's being born around the 10th and 11th of January or July, 11th, 12th of July, about what's been going on in this last week, and they'll tell you, yes, it's been pretty extreme. However, it's not been anywhere near as difficult as I would have expected. Normally with Mars conjunct Pluto, I would have expected a great deal of energy to come up, to be erupting, to be surfacing from the depths, and to be coming out in a way that's extremely difficult to manage. And what's happened? We've got the careers reuniting. This Mars conjunct Pluto has been sextiling Jupiter in Scorpio, and that's got to be a good aspect. That's bringing the opportunity for things to come out into the open in a way that is transparent and above board. Now, I'm not buying into all the hype and spin around Korea. There's been so much deception over the years that I'm not convinced that this is going to work out. But the news just this morning that North Korea is closing its nuclear sites and inviting international inspectors in for verification, it does make me think, okay, so there is something positive going on here. Now, I don't want to appear condescending or flattering, but I have to hold my hand up and admit that certain politicians in the world, no names, have gone a long way towards facilitating this, particularly the president of South Korea. Other people are claiming credit for it, and some of them justifiably so. But it does seem that there's an outbreak of peace in the world, and with Mars conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, this is really not what I was expecting. So I have to see this as a really good thing. There is a lot of plutonic energy around at the moment, so I'm still holding my breath for the next 48 hours until the full moon has cleared and the moon has moved into Sagittarius. But with Mars conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, sextile Jupiter in Scorpio, with the full moon in Scorpio coming up very shortly, it does seem that we're getting some very positive news in the world at the moment, and about time. I'm really surprised and pleased at how positive this conjunction of Mars and Pluto is working out. Although I do find it ironic that just a day or so ago, the visit of President Trump of America to Britain has been confirmed for Friday the 13th of July, which, as any astrologer knows, is also a near total eclipse of the sun opposite Pluto. So I don't suspect that that's going to go as well as planned, and I'm sure there will be complications. This is part of the biggest period of concentrated challenge, one of the two biggest periods of concentrated challenge in the year. The near total eclipse of the sun opposite Pluto, followed by the total eclipse of the moon, conjunct retrograde Mars in Aquarius on the 27th of July is probably the most warlike time of the year. The other time that's incredibly difficult is the middle 10 days of May, and the closer we get to it, the more I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go. But I've been predicting sort of major trouble in this middle 10 days of May in the British royal family. I've often said that I don't think the wedding will happen, that there's going to be problems, and now we're getting really closer to it, and everything seems to be hunky-dory. And the Mars-Pluto conjunction working out really positively as far as career has caught me on the hop, and it's actually really delightful. I'm so pleased that I'm wrong, because the world needs an outbreak of peace and a bit of good news at the moment. So, of course, all of the Daily Mail in England, the Fox News in America, they will find something else to bitch about. And the attention will switch from North Korea to Iran or something like that, because there's always a need for a war and there's always a need for an enemy. Maybe Mars-Pluto's shifting our arrangements on this. Maybe it's making us see things in a different way. But we are heading into, and I'm going to be blunt here, we're heading into a shitstorm as we get into the middle of May. And we're heading into a really concentrated period of compressed change. I hope it's for the positive. I expect financial news to develop big time in the coming 2 or 3 weeks. But more on this now over the coming few weeks, particularly tomorrow with the full moon in Scorpio. Meantime, it's Sunday. The moon's just moved into Scorpio. Mars-Pluto is just coming to its peak and it's just coming to an end. And there's an outbreak of peace in the Korea. Who would have thought it 3 months ago? I can only say congratulations to leaders of both Koreas and the other people who have helped facilitate it. And let's see what this brings. But cautious optimism. And thank you, Mars-Pluto, for not trashing the place and giving us the hope of getting to the bottom of things, bringing things to the surface and making things transparent. Long may it last. Catch you later, world. Bye.